Hello students, welcome to ePathshala. I am Mrs. Paiji Vatmagauri, working as an assistant professor in Faculty of Engineering, Avinash Lingam University. Today we are going to discuss about institution support for small business. The small business in all over the world performs strong role in national development. This is attributed to the massive employment it provides to the people of the country where it exists. This study explored the roles of the microfinance banks and the institution on small and medium enterprises. Many entrepreneurs and especially those in small scale sector have technology related knowledge to take care of production and quality aspects of the products. They require guidance and support in the beginning stage and production stage of the industry in various projects and business related activities. The entrepreneurs should be able to consider the advantages of various government subsidies and assistance given for the backward areas. Need of institution support for small business. Small businesses contribute tremendously to the economic and are often termed as engines of job creation. They account for a large creation of workforce in India. It becomes imperative for the government to support and provide the necessary resources to help them grow and sustain themselves. With this perspective, the Government of India provides various opportunities through its ministries, bodies and programs. Few of these are listed below. Public sector bank. The banks are most accessible source for financial support for small and medium sized entrepreneurs, SMEs. Types of institutions. In order to accelerate the small scale industries development, government at the central and state levels have set up a number of development agencies or institutions such as District Industries Center (DICs), Small Industries Service Institution (SISI), and Small Industries Development and Organization, etc. All Indian financial institutions, IDBI, IFCI and ICICI have promoted a number of technical consultancy organizations, TCOs, to assist small entrepreneurs in different ways. In 1986, the Small Industries Development Fund was set up in IDBI in order to assist small scale village cottage industries and tiny in the rural areas. Recently, the Small Industries Development Bank to India (SIDBI) has been established to help small scale units. In addition to these institutions, there are agencies like National Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Board, MSME, Khadi and Village Industries Commission, commercial banks, EXIM Bank and cooperative banks who undertake promotional activities aiming at facilitating industries development. MSME, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. This sector has emerged as a highly vibrant and dynamic sector of the Indian economy over the last 6 decades. MSME plays an important role in providing large employment opportunities at comparatively lower capital cost than large industries, but also help in industrialization of rural and backward areas. It also helps to reducing regional imbalances, assuring more equitable distribution of national income and wealth. MSME are complementary to large industries as ancillary units, and this sector contributes enormously to the socio-economic development of the country. Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MoMSME has a vibrant MSME sector by promoting growth and development of MSME sector including Khadi, village and coir industries in cooperation with concerned ministries and departments. State governments and other stakeholders of MSME providing support to existing entrepreneurs and encouraging creation of new enterprise. Micro and Small Enterprises Cluster Development Program MSECDP. Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME scheme, Government of India has adopted the cluster development approach as a key strategy for enhancing the productivity and competitiveness as well as capacity building for micro and small enterprises MSEs and their collectives in the country. Clustering of units enables various programs taken care for the small and medium scale industries. Objective of the scheme: to support the sustainability and growth of MSEs by addressing common issues such as improvement of technology, skills and quality, market access, etc. To build the capacity of MSE for common supportive action through formation of self-help groups, upgradation of association, etc. To create infrastructural facilities in the new industrial areas of MSEs. To set up common facility center for testing, training center, raw material department, effluent treatment, complementing production process, etc. Scope of the scheme: diagnostic study, soft intervention, setting up of common facility center CFCs, infrastructure development, that is upgradation or new. National Institute for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises NIMSME was initially set up as Central Institutional Extension Training Institute CIETI in New Delhi in 1960 under Ministry of Industry and Commerce, Government of India. NIMSME was decided to keep it free from the study and implementing administrative control and procedures so that the institute can play a vital role in the promotion of small enterprise. In the year 1962, it was renamed as Small Industry Extension Training Institute SIET, District Industry Centers DICs. Government, both central and state, have in the past taken a number of measures for the development of small and village industries. In addition, multiplicity involved in small industries development and complicated systems and procedures made the job of promoting the industrial units an uphill task for small entrepreneurs. Hence, it was felt necessary to establish a development agency which could provide all services and facilities to village and small industries under one roof. Accordingly, the DICs, that is District Industries Center, were established in May 1978 in order to cater to the needs of small units. Functions of DIC: identification of entrepreneurs. DICs develops new entrepreneurs by conducting entrepreneurial motivation programs throughout the district, especially in Panchayat Union headquarters and small towns. Selection of projects. DIC offers technical advice to new entrepreneurs for the selection of project suitable to them. Provisional registration under SSI. After the selection of project, Entrepreneurs are issued with provisional SSI registration, which is essential for obtaining assistance from the financial institutions. Purchase of fixed assets. DIC sponsored the loan application to TTIC, SIDCO and banks for the purchase of land and building and sanction margin money under Rural Industries Project loan. It is payable to other finance agencies for the purchase of plant and machinery. Get clearance from various departments. It takes the initiative to get clearances from various departments and take follow-up measures to get speedy power connection. Get assistance to raw material supplies. It makes necessary recommendation to the concerned raw material suppliers and issues the required certificates for the import of raw material and machinery wherever necessary. Assistance to village artisans and handicrafts. DIC arranges for the financial assistance with the lead bank or nationalized bank for the respective areas. Interest-free sales tax loan. SSI units set up in rural areas can get IFST loan up to a maximum limit of 8% of the total fixed asset from SIDCO, but the sanction order from the same is being issued by DIC. The DIC also recommends the SSI units for the registration of government purchase program. Subsidiary scheme. DIC assist SSI units and rural artisans to get subsidized such power subsidy, interest subsidy for engineers, subsidy under IRGP, etc. From the various institution training programs. DIC gives training to rural entrepreneurs and also assist other units giving training to small entrepreneurs. Providing self-employment for unemployed educated youth. This scheme was introduced in 1983-84 for the youth between 18 to 25 years with SSLC. Technocrats and women are given preference. District Industries Center are supported to provide pre-investment, investment and post-investment assistance to entrepreneur under one roof. Industrial estates. Developing countries require institutional arrangements for their rapid industrialization and balanced growth. An industrial estate has been defined as a method of organizing, housing and servicing industry. A planned clustering of industrial enterprises offering factories building erected in advance of demand and a variety of services facilitates to the occupants. The main features of an industrial estate are as follows. It is a tract of land subdivided and developed into factory plots or sheds. It provides several common facilities or infrastructural amenities such as water, power, transportation, tool room, post office to the occupants. It is a planned clustering of industrial units. It is designed as a tool of industrialization and balanced regional development. It may be developed in rural, urban, semi-urban areas. It may be small or medium and large. It may be set up by the government or by the cooperatives or by the private agencies. Types of industrial estate. Industrial estate may be classified into following categories. General purpose or composite industrial estate. Such an industrial estate provides accommodation to all types of small scale industries. Special purpose industrial estate. This type of industrial estate is particularly constructed for specific group of entrepreneurs, example technically qualified persons, craftsmen and artisans, etc. For example, industrial estates of technical personnel have been set up in Hyderabad. Ancillary industrial estate. Such an industrial estate houses manufacturing units, which produce parts and components for a large industrial units. Function industrial estate. This type of industrial estate consists of industrial units manufacturing the same products. Such estate have been set up for leather goods, electronics, sports goods, food preservation, ceramics, etc. Fatted factory estate. These are multi-story buildings constructed in big cities to provide space to industrial units manufacturing lightweight goods with the help of simple machine tools. Advantages of industrial estate. Economics of sale. Location of many medium or small plants within a large area offers several economics. Economics of amalgamation. In an industrial estate, several industries units are clustered together. Low investment. A small-scale entrepreneur can obtain an industrial plot or shed on rent or higher purchase base. Less risk. Industrial estates serve as risk-absorbing division because of low capital investment and provision of common facilities and services. Saving of time and effort. An individual entrepreneur is relevant of the trouble of the searching for a suitable place. Nursery for new entrepreneurs. Industrial estate reduce risk and increase profitability through internal external economics. Mutual cooperation. Industrial estate promote the spirit of operation and joint effort. Balance regional development. By developing a state in relatively backward region, the government can ensure the balanced industrialization of different parts of the country. Role of science and technology entrepreneur parts STEP. The first generation entrepreneur are emerged as an important group in the country. A major problem faced by them is the lack of appropriate testing facilities. One mechanism for bridging gap between technical research and industry is the Science and Technology Entrepreneur Park. Example: a conventional science and technology park was set up by the Birla Institute of Scientific Research (BISR) in Ranchi. It was called as Small Industries Research and Development Organization SIRDO, Small Industries Development Organization, SIDCO. SIDCO is a policy making, coordinating and monitoring agency for the development of small scale entrepreneurs. It maintains a close liaison with government, financial institutions and other agencies which are involved in the promotion and development of small industries. It provides a comprehensive range of consultancy services and technical, managerial, economic and marketing assistance to SSI units. National Small Industries Corporation Limited (NISE). NISE or NICE was established in the year of 1955. It is headed by chairman cum managing director and managed by the board of directors. The main function of the corporation is to promote, aid and foster the growth of micro and small entrepreneurs in the country. NICE was set up with the objectives of supplying machinery and equipments to small entrepreneurs on a higher purchase basis and assisting them in producing government orders for various stores. The main functions of NICE are to develop small scale units as ancillary units to large industries, to provide SSI with machines on higher purchase, to assist small industries with marketing facilities, to distribute basic raw materials through their Directorates of Industries of State Government. A small scale industries are a state subject and the development and implementation of schemes of the assistance of state government. Directorates of Industries of State Governments run various training programs, production schemes and common facilities scheme. Small Scale Industries Corporation. The state government set up Small Scale Industries Corporation in order to undertake many commercial activities. The most important of these activities are distribution of scarce raw materials, supply of machines on a hire purchase basis, etc. For small industry, micro small manufacturing enterprises, small and micro exporters, SSIMDA market assistance scheme. This scheme offers funding for participation by manufacturing small and micro enterprises in international trade fairs and exhibitions under MSME India style. Provides support for sector specific market studies by Industry Association, Export Promotion Council, Federation of Indian Export Organization. Initiating anti-dumping products by SSI Association and reimbursement of 75% of one-time registration fee under MDA scheme and 75% of annual fees under NMCP scheme paid to GSI by small and micro units for the first 3 years for barcode. Objective of this scheme are encourage small micro exporters to their efforts for tapping and developing overseas markets. To increase participation of representative of small micro enterprises under MSME India stall at international exhibition trade fairs. To enhance export from the small manufacturing enterprise. To popularize the adoption of barcoding on a large scale production and marketing. Startup India campaign is based on an action plan aimed at promoting bank financing for startup ventures to boost entrepreneurship and encourage startups with job creation. It was organized by Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion DIPP. The Startup India initiative is also aimed at promoting entrepreneurship among SCs and STs, women communities. Rural India's version of Startup India was named as Deen Dayal Upadhyay Swani Yojana. Small Industry Extension Trading Institute SIETI. Institute entered in the field of consultancy and ad hoc basis to support training activities of state government and department corporations. SIETI's consultancy services become board based in terms of assessments was undertaken. The past assignments are identification of industrial opportunities, identification of growth centers, preparation of regional development plans, industrial profile, feasibility study, organizational development, designing information system, entrepreneurial development training, management counseling for SIC industrial units, training of trainers and consultants for entrepreneurial development, etc. National Productivity Council NPC. The services offered by NPC in 3 stages. Train young and prospective entrepreneurs. Second, undertake market surveys in the states for identifying investment opportunities, consumption pattern for the prospective entrepreneurs. Last, post-investment service consultancy and follow-up. National Research Development Corporation of India, NRDCI. NRDC was established in the year 1953 by Government of India. The primary objective is to promote, develop and commercialize the technologies, inventions, patent processing from various national R&D institutions, universities, and is presently working under the administrative control of Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, Ministry of Science and Technology. NRDCI makes available processes which have been developed in various laboratories in the country. NRDC is recognized particularly in the developing countries as the source of reliable, appropriate technology, machines and services which are typically suitable for these countries. Coming to the conclusion, a small business promotes the development of an economy. It has not been given adequate recognition that corresponds with intensity of its contribution. It is significant to state that both financial and non-financial services provided by the banks and institutions have greatly assisted small businesses in India and have enhanced the distribution of business skills and the sharing of innovative ideas. The financing sectors and institution significantly promotes business by reducing the resource gap for small business. The above institutions have a huge potential for increasing the performance of small business through the frequent contributions in technical supports, financial support, guidance and services. Thank you.